Well, believe it or not, there are people out there who take advantage of disasters and catastrophic events like the Japan earthquake to create fake charities. To help us sort through the good and fake organizations is Mike Wright of the Virginia Office of Consumer Affairs. Thanks for speaking with us, Mike. Let's start by you telling us, what is the Office of Consumer Affairs?
Well, we administer the Virginia Solicitation of Contributions Law, which says anyone soliciting contributions for charitable purposes in Virginia is required to file with our office. All of the information filed with us is public information. We're more than happy to share that with the contributing public. Basically, they can contact us, find out are they filed, how they file with our office, if financial statements are available from us. What we want the public to do is to always check out the charity before they write the check, make sure they're making informed giving decisions.
Well, in years past, we've learned about these charity scams. Have you encountered any in relation to the Japan disaster?
Well, we haven't certainly yet with the Japan situation, but certainly over the years, we know anytime there's a natural disaster, Americans are a very generous people, and with that said, there are also those individuals who, in fact, are trying to get their hands on some of the money. I know as far back as Hurricane Andrew, I think back in the 80s, Hurricane Katrina, the earthquakes in Haiti. In fact, we did encounter scam charities where, these were just people trying to make believe they were actually going to help out the victims, and all they were doing was putting the money in their pockets.
Well, what should people look for when looking for a charity?
And when we're talking about a natural disaster especially, you really need to look at a well-established organization. Certainly the American Red Cross is one that always comes to mind. Those are the types of organizations that have a track record. They have demonstrated that they can be on the ground and actually provide the services. I know, again, after Katrina, we had all sorts of brand new organizations that popped up. They were around for, less than a year, went away, and, many of them, they never accounted for any of the funds. Fortunately, a number of them were also prosecuted. So you really need to find, a well-established organization. Make sure that you're actually, donating funds. In some situations, people will start donating in-kind gifts, and it's really not practical to get those on site, especially in this situation with it being in Japan. You never want to give cash. You want to make sure that, you write a check, you write out the check to the formal name of the organization. That gives you two things. One, it gives you your records for your tax purposes. Two, it also ensures that the donation will actually reach the organization that you're intended it to get to. And again, you've got to do your research. If you're not familiar with the organization, there are several different places where an individual can find information, online especially. Group called GuideStar. It's actually guidestar.org. It's located in Williamsburg, Virginia, where you can actually pull up financial statements for nonprofit organizations, see how they spent their money last year. The National Better Business Bureau has a Wise Giving Alliance, which is www.give.org. Again, they do actual reports on national organizations, and will tell you whether or not they meet the Better Business Bureau standards. They have a very long list of, things that they look at, and you should also look to see what they're grading a group on. Another one is out there, Charity Navigator. Again, gives a grade to the organization as to whether or not they would recommend that you contribute. You want to be very cautious of emails. There are web pages out there that, look like the real thing, and it's just a scam. So you never want to respond to an email and click on a link in the email, because you really have no idea where that's taking you. If you want to locate the group online, do your Google search or Yahoo search or whatever the search engine is to actually locate and make sure you get to the real website for the organization.
Wow, that's great information. Well, what are some of the obvious red flags then that we should look for?
The unsolicited email coming in is absolutely a red flag. Don't click on anything there in addition to the viruses that you can get. Telephone solicitations. Almost all telephone solicitations are done by professional solicitors. Charity is going to get 10 to 30 cents on the dollar. There's a better way to donate in most cases. Okay. Again, you're back to do your research. Make sure that you find the organization that's going to use your money the way you intend for them to use it. Also, check with the Virginia Office of Consumer Affairs. We're
Okay.
located within the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. You can find us online, do a search there to see if the group's properly filed with our office.
Mike, thank you so much. That's a lot of great information. Here's the information if you do want to contact the Office of Consumer Affairs. And then very quickly, the list of the organizations that he mentioned as well. We'll also have that on our website for you to look up. So we'll be right back after this.